You say you want to eat healthier, so you take your broke behind to Trader Joe's to buy that expensive, nasty food. Stop it. That's like being in the woods with no map. That's like being in the car with no gas. Coaches don't pick their football players on the field with no plays. What it do, people? My name is Sheri Moore, and I'm giving you 5 ways to make your New Year's resolutions a reality, which also ties into the 5 ways that people don't make their New Year's resolution a reality. On New Year's, they're thinking back on their year and they're just like, I didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing at all. Don't be that person. So listen up. I'm gonna jump straight into it. Number 1 is stop deep diving. Deep diving is when you go straight into something having never done it before or haven't done it in a while, and that's what a lot of people do. So you say you want to lose weight, so you go get your gym membership and you go 7 days out the week. You say you want to stop drinking or drink less, so you start pouring out all your bottles of Hennessy, Ciroc, all this other stuff. You say you want to eat healthier, so you take your broke behind to Trader Joe's to buy that expensive, nasty food. Stop it. Stop it. I'm telling you this right now. The reason why I say this is because you burn yourself out. You know, you want to go lose weight, so you go get your gym membership. That's a good thing, but don't go 7 days a week or 6 days a week. Start off by going 2 days a week. The next week, bump it up 3 days a week. Then a week after that, let's do 4 days a week. And maybe 4 days a week is where you need to cap, because we still have to live life. We have to go to school, we have to go to work, we have other extracurriculars, we have things we need to do. I personally don't believe in going to the gym 7 days out the week. I don't think it's realistic, but if that's something you want to do, I definitely think you need to work up to that, and I just think you need to pace yourself. That's why it's this running joke that people go get their gym memberships, then come like February or even March, it's like none of the new people are there anymore because they didn't burn themselves out, and all the regulars are like, yeah, we knew it, Like, don't be that person. Become a regular. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight. So if you don't take anything from this step, just understand to pace yourself. This brings me to number 2, which is setting short-term goals. I personally am a huge advocate of short-term goals. I feel like it helps you pace yourself, which goes back to step number 1, and you also get these tiny bit of achievements that help like encourage you to get to your long-term goal, which is not going to happen overnight. So once again, let's say you want to eat healthier. Well, first I want you to go ahead and research. You know what I mean? Research what that means to eat healthier. What does that mean for you within your specific your goal? What are you trying to do? Become more lean, be vegetarian? I don't know. What do you want to do? And then for your own specific body type and within your financial budget. And then when you do that, say, okay, cool, on month number 1, I'm going to cut back on eating fried foods. You know what I mean? So cut back. If I ate fried foods 5 days out the week, I'm only gonna eat fried foods 3 days out the week. So, but you're saying, okay, if this month, for month number 1, I am going to only eat fried foods 3 days out the week. If you get to day 30, day 31, whatever, and you have only eaten 3 days worth of fried foods for each week in that month, you need to celebrate. Yeah. You need to celebrate that, because eventually your goal is to not have fried foods at all. You definitely made a step towards doing that. You showed restraint. So that you need to reward yourself. You have done the work, reward yourself. I understand, you understand that you are not yet at your goal, but you just made a step. You need to understand that these steps are just that, they're steps to get you to your goal. So they are worth celebrating. Now I'm on to number 3. You need to make a plan. I cannot stand people say, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to go this, and you don't have no plan. You say, I'm gonna quit smoking by the end of the year, all this other stuff. Let's say you even made short-term goals. You said, this month I'm only gonna buy maybe 4 packs of cigarettes, whereas any other month you would probably buy anywhere from 6 to like, I would say realistically 6 to like maybe 7, 8 packs of cigarettes a month. This month you're only gonna buy 4. Cool. You got your long-term goal and you got your short-term goal, but how are you going to get to that point? That's not a plan. You just told me what you want to do. Cool. That's like being in the woods with no map. That's like being in the car with no gas. That's like going camping with no tent, no supplies at all. Like, how are you going to get to your destination? How are you going to do this? That how needs to come into play. So you want to spend less. There are budgeting apps out there. You can ask friends or family. You can write down all your expenses and say, okay, I want to cut back on this one. I'm going to cut back on that. I'm going to cut back on this. That is a plan of action. Coaches don't pick their football players on the field with no plays they have already gone over. Number 2 is, I want to get to the stop sign. Number 3 is, I'm going to get to the stop sign by getting in my car, driving it up the street, and then braking at the stop sign. It's the how. You definitely need to understand your how, or you're not going to get anywhere. Number 4 is consistency. I feel like I struggle with this the most, and a lot of people struggle with this the most, is to keep going. Like, every day in your journey is not going to be easy. Some days when it's time for you to go to the gym, you're not going to feel like getting up and going. When you want to eat healthier, you look at that and be like, dang, I have to think about what I can eat. Or I can just go to Popeyes, get that chicken sandwich and be like grubbing. Or you see all your friends and they're freaking drinking, they're out at a party or whatever like that. You be like, man, I want to drink, da da da. But you need to be consistent, or you're not going to go anywhere. The last step talks about your how. I feel like this step goes into your why. When you understand why you're doing something, how it can better your life, the life of those around you, how it can help you further yourself, I don't know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. When that is understood and when that is valued, being consistent becomes easier. Let's take myself for example. So this year I said I want to be more conscious about what I'm putting in my body, which goes into eating healthier. And my why is because diabetes runs so deep in my family. My dad currently has diabetes. My mom has diabetes. My grandma has diabetes. When I have to watch my dad stick himself with a needle every day, or like break on work to check his sugar and, you know, stop doing what he's doing to make sure he's not over like exhausting himself, I don't like it, and I don't want that for myself. And because I know it is something that runs so deep in my family, I want to get control of it now, as opposed to when I'm in my 30s, 40s, when it really kind of affects people. That is my why. So when I'm thinking about, oh, I'm staying up late researching all this other stuff, all these foods look nasty, da da da, I will feel motivated to keep doing that, because my why trumps whatever feeling I'm having in that moment. That's why I say you need to know your why, and you need to value your why. Because my why is that I don't want to have diabetes that could potentially shorten my life and keep me from doing everything that I want to do, and then restrict me from the foods that I can eat anyway. So that is my why, and I value it because I want to be somebody that's able to do anything in life. I want to have my kids in the future. I don't have no kids now. My kids in the future look and see mommy pricking her finger and stuff like that. That's not what I want, and I value that more than I value a cheeseburger. And your plan helps you be consistent. All these steps tie into one another. Your plan helps you be consistent because you know what to do next. If you didn't have a plan, I feel like a lot of times it makes it easier for you to kind of slack off or whatever like that, because there ain't really no set next step at all. So my advice to you is to keep going. Find some motivation. Maybe it's internal or external. It could be your kids, your family. It could be trying to get over depression or anything like that. Just find a why. Find your why for why you want to do something. This brings me to my 5th point. My last point is to stay in your lane.
And
that's like simple as that. And what I mean by stay in your lane is that everybody, okay, we're driving on a road. Everybody has their individual lanes. You looking over this way and you looking over that way. Oh, they going faster than me. Oh my gosh. Oh, they got a nicer car than me. Oh my gosh. That ain't your lane. Stay in your lane. I feel like this is a problem with a lot of people. They look at other people and be like, oh dang, they're 21 and they got this, da da da, and oh they just got married, they're together. Like, you don't know people's ins and outs. You don't know how hard people have worked. You don't know what advantages they have already had that you don't have. I wholeheartedly believe that comparison is the thief of joy. Stop looking from side to side and look in front of you. Your path is always going to be your path, and their path is always going to be their path. And even as I'm sitting here telling you about these things, I do struggle with these myself, and this is probably why I'm like well equipped to tell you about these things. I'm not some person that's never gone through nothing, never had any failed goals or anything like that. I've experienced all of that. I've experienced jealousy. I've experienced looking from side to side, not being consistent, not making plans, not deep diving, not having short-term goals. I have experienced all of that, and I've sat down and I've reflected and I've done some introspection, and I've talked to myself and said, well, this is why I haven't gotten to my goals. And even in doing this video, I have researched different ways people have become successful, their practices, things that they have done, and these 5 things were at the core of everything that I read. I tried to come up with this spectacular secret to make your New Year's resolutions come true, and there's nothing secretive about it. It's nothing that any individual person can't do. So yeah, those are the 5 ways to make your New Year's resolution come true, and also the 5 reasons why people's resolutions don't come true. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this video. This is one of the videos I definitely wanted to make and put out there. So comment below what is one of your New Year's resolutions, and then you can also comment your short-term goal to get there. I want you to like this video and please subscribe. I have some exciting content coming. I'm really excited for it, and I'm just going to keep grinding and keep going. I know what my goal is, and nobody is going to keep me from it, and that is the mindset that I want you to wake up every day and have, that you know your goal, and nobody, I mean nobody, is going to keep you from it.